is a Friday morning, and we are thrilled on the Waking Crew that this morning we get to surprise another person in the Prosperity Healing Hands project. This morning, our beneficiary is a 28-year-old man who was nominated by a friend of the family's. His name is Llewellyn Deyzel, and this friend of the family describes Llewellyn as a very down-to-earth, independent, friendly, and helpful man.
Right.
At the age of 2, Llewellyn was diagnosed with type 1 diabetes. At the age of 2. So he's had diabetes his entire life. Type 1 diabetes, of course, the type that you have to inject yourself.
That's frightening.
It's the type that they also don't know what exactly causes it, especially in children when they get diagnosed. So he's just had this all his life. But because of the type of person he is, they say he doesn't really complain about the diabetes. He just goes with it.
I suppose, if you've had it for that long, it kind of just becomes a partner, an unhealthy partner through your whole life. What do you do?
So Llewellyn had an appointment with his doctor a while ago, because diabetes patients obviously have to go to the doctor quite often. And the doctor said to him, he has a condition in his eyes called diabetic retinopathy.
Well, that's what happens normally with when you have quite hectic diabetes
Yes.
or type 1, your eyes start getting affected.
And the doctor said to him, if he does not have surgery almost immediately, within this week, it will get worse, and eventually he will lose his eyesight completely. They need to do an operation ASAP. Now, Llewellyn is a pastor's son, so they don't have medical aid. Imagine what this has already been done or been doing to them. The fact that he needs to go to the doctor, he's got his
Financially,
shots.
that must be a hell of a strain. Exactly.
Yeah, and now he needs this operation. He is currently, like right now, at the moment, he is at the Windhoek Eye Center.
Okay.
And he will already be under anesthetic when we cross over to the team that is also at Windhoek Eye Center, because he is having the operation now.
Awesome.
But what he doesn't know, and what his mom doesn't know who's there, is that he's been chosen as a beneficiary to the Prosperity Healing Hands project.
So he doesn't even know.
He doesn't know.
How cool is that? On the line right now, though, we have Deacon and Marissa van Staden from Prosperity Group. And
They're at the Windhoek Eye Center to surprise Llewellyn this morning. Deacon, are you there?
I am. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now. That's awesome.
There we go.
Deacon,
Yes.
what is happening at Windhoek Eye Center this morning?
Well, we're outside, and I think Llewellyn's mom is probably very, very freaked out now, because we sent Anthea in to go and fetch her, and she said that she knew something was up because she was told she wasn't allowed to go and watch a movie, that she had to hang around, even though there's
Like, why
nothing
would I have
much.
to hang around?
Yeah, exactly. Why do I have to hang around? But Llewellyn is in. He's currently sedated. He's going in for the operation. Renee, Llewellyn's had this diabetes now since he was young. I mean, how's it affected his life? How's it affected you guys as a family?
Yeah, when he was small, it was terrible to having, I mean, your whole life changes the minute he's got that, because I've got 2 sick ones.
I know.
I've got him with the diabetes and the daughter with kidneys in Llewellyn. So, yeah, I've got the 2. So it does change your life completely. And it's like all young ones, he didn't listen, and he was smoking and everything. And now today, this morning before he went in, he said, if I knew, I would have never smoked it, but now it was too late already.
Obviously, I mean, something like this as well affects you pretty largely financially. I mean, not just this operation now, but throughout his entire life, the financial implication is obviously quite high. These operations, I mean, I know they run into the 50,000s easily.
Yeah, that is right.
Well,
Exactly.
with regards to that and the finances, Marissa's got some good news for you.
Well, from the Prosperity Group side, we're going to assist you with the cost of this operation, and that's a surprise. That's why you couldn't go to the movies this morning.
Thank you so much.
It's only our
I
pleasure.
can only say thank you.
It's only
That's all
a
I can
pleasure.
say. Thank you so much.
Okay, Jared, back to you guys in the studio.
Thank you, Marissa. And it sounds like Llewellyn's mom is quite overwhelmed. You can just imagine trying to raise a child that has diabetes. And like Llewellyn says, people make mistakes in their life and they make choices. And as a teenager, you want to do what your friends do. And unfortunately, because he's got diabetes, it's just had these awful repercussions for him. So thank you to Prosperity Group and the Healing Hands Project, who will be assisting Llewellyn and his family in paying for the operation that he's having this morning. He's having it as we speak.
All very cool, and it's nice to make someone's weekend and make their
It
life a little
is.
easier, especially towards the end of the year now. You know, because there's really times like this that matter.
From all of us at Radio Wave and the Prosperity Group, proving that not even Friday morning gremlins can stop us changing people's lives.
The Healing Hands Project, brought to you by the Prosperity Group of Companies.